Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary. As you know, we have a fun channel here at Wow Crochet Designs. Sometimes I do silly antics like that. But you know, it's funny because it kind of is half true. Trying to get my gear in the house after the Australian Sheep and Wool show is a little bit tricky without anybody knowing, of course. But it was a lot of fun, the show. I have to say, I was a little bit taken back actually, and I wished I had chosen to go more than one day. I did Friday only at the show. We slept overnight and then we went to Bendigo Woolen Mills to purchase some yarn there as well. And as you know, I do use a lot of Bendigo Woolen Mills yarn on the channel, which is fantastic. But now that I've purchased some other wool from storeholders, some beautiful hand-dyed wool, you may see some of that on the channel as well as your Bendigo. Yeah? All right, but let's first say I thought that Friday was going to be enough. I didn't envisage I didn't know, isn't it funny? I didn't know that I was quite, I don't know what you want to call it, popular in Bendigo. I didn't know that Wow Crochet Designs was fairly popular in Bendigo. And I learnt the hard way, which was a fun way. I had a lot of people at the show come up to me and say, "You're her, you're the one, you're the one, you're Wow, you're her." It was always, "That's the one, Mum, her, Dad, that's the one, her, that's her." And at first I'm looking around thinking, there's someone popular here. Oh, it was me. But it was very funny because I hadn't envisaged that we were so popular in Bendigo. But look, that's great. I love it. And it's possible also because I did the stall last year as well, and I handed out 2.5 million cards, as you do, right? Exaggerating by a few million, of course. And it's possible they looked up the channel and went, "Oh, wait, wow, she's so established." But it's funny because it's really hard to say this, but I don't see it happening. I just do my videos. I make beautiful things. I hope I make beautiful things that people like. And what they don't like here, they might like up there. What they don't like up there, they might like over there. And I try to give everybody a little bit of everything, giving everyone a chance to make something pretty or something fun or something silly, if you will. I mean, we've done some of those things too. You know, sometimes I do like to take a step back and do some funny little videos, like that little skit you saw in the beginning. It wasn't much, but it was something. Now, the reason I did that little video is because, to be fair, I didn't take any video at all at the show. And everybody's thinking, what? I didn't even take one little ounce of video. Took a couple of photos, which you will see throughout this video vlog today. And that was it. I didn't have time to do videos because the amount of interruptions I got, which were good interruptions, don't get me wrong. I love that people come up to me and said, "I know you, aren't you the one, you are, wow," and all that jazz. I loved it. You know, I did lap it up a little bit. I enjoyed it a little bit. And it was good to know that at least the tutorials are out there and you guys are actually creating some of the things that we have created on the channel. And some people really come up to me and said, "Look, I make everything, almost everything that you make. There might be a few things I haven't made." And I was quite taken back myself, as well as them being starstruck. I was kind of starstruck thinking, oh my gosh, you actually make the projects that I create. And I am so taken back by everyone. And I wanted to give a very special thank you to those of you who did come up to me and say, "Hi, Mary, I know you, I know you, I know you." I want to thank you very much because it does mean a lot, and it shows me and also YouTube that you still want to see more tutorials, and I have plenty more to give, which is great. Now the reason I'm saying this is because of all those interruptions, and they're not bad interruptions, they were good, I didn't quite get a lot of time to do everything I wanted to do. However, I purchased enough, and even 3 items I purchased, I didn't even know I was going to purchase them. They're something that I wouldn't usually purchase, right? But I did purchase enough to be happy, like content, as you know what it's like when you go to those places. Yeah, you just keep buying and you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to eat for a month, but it doesn't matter. And you kind of think on those terms. You shouldn't, but you do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. After doing the show, I also purchased from Bendigo Woolen Mills, as you know, is my main point of call with yarn. So I might just show you their yarn real quickly. And it's funny because I never purchase chunky yarn. Well, I do, but not for me. This time I'm making like a little cardigan-y jacket. Cardigan-y? Can I use that word? A jacket from Easy Care 12 ply 50 gram 66 meter heirloom wool from Bendigo Woolen Mills. I hope this is not blurring much. I hope it's not blurring at all. But I purchased about, I don't know, 16 skeins. Probably too much. But anyway, I purchased 16 skeins. I'm going to make a little jacket, kind of cardigan jackety thing. And when I say going to, I was playing yesterday. And because it's chunky yarn, it works up relatively quickly. And whoops, and there is the sleeve so far. I'm already working on it. What do you think, guys? There's the sleeve, and I've worked on, can't believe how much I've done, half a quarter of the back. I don't know why it's so big. I wonder who it's for. Anyway, so that's the Bendigo yarn. I'm working backwards because I did that. That was the last thing we did when we were in Bendigo. It was purchased from Bendigo Woolen Mills. Now, when I say we, I mean this gorgeous lady right here. Adriana is her name. Now, Adriana was our designated driver. She was also very patient with me. Most of all, she's a dear friend, and we actually met during a crochet event. I couldn't tell you, 8-10 years ago. I can't remember now. It's been a while. We've remained crochet buddies ever since. So there you go. That's great. I just wanted to let you know who was a designated driver and how she put up with me. I don't know. But anyway, so the lovely Adriana drove us around and we had a bit of fun. And there we were at Bendigo Woolen Mills after our little purchase, as you do. But there you go. So moving right along, thank you, Adriana, for driving me around on Friday and Saturday. But moving right along, we want to get on to, as you know, the beautiful, wonderful Tom from Tandy Farms. Now, you know Tom, the lovely Tom. I've done an interview with Tom. If you haven't seen our interview, I'll leave a link to that interview in the description box down below. That's a couple of years ago now. It's just a long time. I need to go back to his farm and check it out. But Tom himself was there with Mum and with Tarn Worn Court's family. They're actually a family business there. You'd know that if you saw the video. You'd know all about it. I'm not going to get into their history because that is all in that video and you can check that out. I will, however, say that this yarn here is made using the Polworth sheep, which I don't break out in a rash with, and I sing songs with it as well, apparently. And these colours here that you see, even though they exist on the site, their website already, they exist, and I think Tom said that they were coloured using, get it right, Mary, the dye was on, I can do this, Tom, I promise. He dyed it on the cream yarn from memory, and the other yarn that's the same colours, they were dyed on the grey, giving it a lighter look. Now, if you remember correctly, we made, oh, there it is, that sweater there, using the Hedgeberry red, which is the one you see right here. But that is darker because it was dyed on a grey base, whereas this is dyed on the cream base. So I hope I said that right, Tom. Please leave a comment in the comment section down below if I'm wrong. But there you go. And these are the two colours I bought. I actually bought 3 skeins, but I don't know. One seems to be, I don't know why. What am I doing here? Let's have a look at this picture right here. What an interesting picture. And you see the fellow with the fingerless gloves that you see right there. That is our wonderful Tom. And he has some visitors, as you see right there. The gloves he's wearing were made by Amelia from Hook and Whispers. I'm assuming that's her design as well as just being made. I'm assuming the whole thing is hers. In actual fact, I've recently liked her Instagram page, and there he was wearing her gloves. So the fingerless gloves that you see there. Now, Amelia Just happened to be there the moment I walked in. We didn't plan this photo. I went to Tarndie's store to take a photo with Tom, and Amelia just happened to be there because I kept telling Tom, or saying that I actually loved the gloves he was wearing. I really did. And so I thought, just for fun, we won't be using Amelia's pattern unless she wants me to use her pattern, just for fun, that I would create some fingerless gloves again for the channel, but not granny square fingerless gloves. And we will be using these two colors that you see right here. So they will be a two-toned fingerless gloves. So thank you very much, Tom, for your yarn, and I will let you know when those fingerless gloves go up on the channel and you can check them out as well. But let's move right along. I'm going to try and rush now because I've got so much to talk about. The wonderful Maximoo Yarns, I purchased from him last year as well. Last year was his first year with his hand-dyed yarn at Bendigo. Try that again, at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in Bendigo. And last year I purchased some from him, and this year I've done the same. I've purchased one. It is a hand dyed on what's it got there? Mornington Peninsula. Come on, Mary, you can do this. Mornington Peninsula. It's an 8-ply DK weight, 100% superwash merino. So it is very soft on your skin, and it's simply divine. Simply divine. Now, let's talk quickly about, remember this button I bought last year from the Button Ladies? Guess what? Guess what? I went to their stand again and I bought button number 2. Button number 2. And I also bought these 2 buttons right here. And I actually have a couple of these already in my stash. I love them. They're huge and they're great. Someone said, well, what do you want to use them for? What are you going to use them for? But you use them as one button up the top in a cardigan where you just have one button up the top, yep, or one button down there, that sort of thing. And you can also use them on bags, and you can also use them on other things. So we're going to keep that in mind when we are creating on the channel. Moving right along, I'm rushing it now because I really want to get stuck into something really important. Before I continue, just letting you know, everything that you see here today, all the links to these people, including Amelia, who made her own fingerless gloves for the young Tom, will be, their details will be in the description box down below. And I will just, you know, tell you what the name is and who they are and what they made or whatever, and their links will be there, and you can just go ahead to their, wherever it is, Instagram, website, whatever it is, the links will be there for your convenience, if you will. Yeah. So here's 2 items. I thought I said 3, but for some reason I can only find 2. 2 items that I purchased that I never thought I would purchase. So for those of you who know me well, you've always known me to have longer hair. Occasionally I give it a bit of a cut, or, well, I don't do it. The lady in the mirror does anyway. And I cut it myself, as you do. I just don't want to go to hairdressers. I don't have time for them, right? Don't you love it? But I do have time to shop for yarn. Get back on track, Mary. And I passed this one stand, and they were called, I have to really read it because I always forget, Zawadee hair combs. Now you would think, oh, that's a funny place to be, but no, it's not. Check out these hair combs. I'm telling you, they are to die for. Now, all they look like is that, I shouldn't say all. They look like that in front, yeah? Now, I sat down in a chair or a stool that they had in front, and the lady, she put it on for me, and I was taken back of how quickly that goes on, and it looks like you spent hours doing a fancy twirly bun. And she also put it on like it looked like there was a ponytail sticking at the back. And it took, I don't know, 7 to 10, maybe 20 seconds. Let's say for me, if I'm a bit stressed and I'm rushing and I don't know what I'm doing and I don't know what's happening, it might take me a minute, right? And then when you get more experienced, it takes a lot quicker. I've been looking for something like this that goes from one side of your head, like that, to the other side. I don't know how to do it like that. I have to do it properly in front of the mirror. It's too hard to do without the mirror, yeah? But anyway, I bought the 2 of them. I bought the red one. As you know, somebody in the mirror likes red, so we had to buy it, right? Then I bought the green in case my daughter wanted one. And then I thought, if she didn't want it, there were other colours there. I thought if she didn't want it, at least it's green. I can use both of them. But she might want one once she sees how easy it is to do. And it actually makes you look like you've got this professional bun. You just twist the hair a little bit, you pull it over, one goes on one side, one flips on the other, and it's done. No hard work, no pushing, no shoving. I loved it. Again, the company name is Zawadee Combs, and I will leave their details in a description box down below. Never thought I would purchase one of these, but I've been looking for something similar for years. All right, we've talked about that. We've talked about the button ladies. By the way, keep your, I don't know what I want to say, keep your mind open about the button ladies for the future. I'm not saying much. We had a little chat. We're going to work something out. Just keep your minds open for that. All right, now here's something that I wished I'd thought about myself. I think, for crocheters and knitters, achoo, there's that allergy again. For crocheters and knitters, we struggle. We like to crochet and knit, achoo, on the couch in front of the TV. Crafters like us, that's what we do. We crochet in front of the TV. And sometimes we have our scissors and our sewing needle, but the scissors are easy. You can see them, they're quite big. But sometimes you have a really thin sewing needle and it goes missing in the couch. Your stress is, where in the couch did that sewing needle go missing? This idea is so ingenious. It's never going missing again. Check it out. A little pouch. Open it up. And what do you have in there? Felt. You put your little pin in there. Close it up. And it gets better. You can either leave it on the couch until you need to use it next time, or you can clamp it onto your belt or onto one of your, not that I would put it on my crochet, but anywhere you like, you can clamp it. And when you're ready to use it, you unclamp. You don't even have to unclamp. You just pop the little button here, you take it out, you pull the needle out, and when you're finished, put the needle back in, close it up. And even if this goes missing down the couch, you will find this. You won't find that thin needle, but you'll find this. This was ingenious. And the company name is, and in fact, when I walked up to this lady's stand, she says, oh, there's a familiar face. So she recognized me as Wow Crochet Designs first. And their company is called the Gamer Widows Etsy.com, or .com and the rest of it, but they're the Gamer Widows. So there you go. And she says they play games, we make stuff. So that's her label name right there. Once again, I will leave all their details in the description box down below. All right, so I've talked about that, I've talked about that, I've talked about that, I've talked about that. Now, last but not least, guys, I'm going to talk about a yarn called Gooseberry Jam from Bellevue Park. Now, Bellevue Park is a farm, that is, it's a farm, in Sydney. Actually, I'll tell you exactly where it is. Oh, things are falling out all over the place. It is in the Rocky Plains area in the Snowy Mountains of Bellevue in New South Wales. All right. So they came from New South Wales to actually have a stall there at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Now, I rang Jay and we had a little chat about what colour both of us would like to see on the channel. What are we going to make on the channel for and with Bellevue Park's wool? Not for me and Jay. I think we'll have to share this item for the both of us. You wear it 6 months and I'll wear it another 6 months with Bellevue Park's yarn. And the colour we chose, are you ready? Drum roll. Is Gooseberry Jam. Now check that out. It is a purple and it's simply divine. I'm hoping that you're seeing that gorgeously. I mean, simply divine. Now this is, are you ready for it? It is, where's my glasses? Excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, here we go. It is, looking. Here it is, 100% super fine merino wool. What? And the washing instructions are hand wash in lukewarm water, dry flat in shade, do not bleach. And the meterage per ball is 238 meters at standard common. Needle size is looking on 3.25 millimeter needles, but apparently they go a long way. It is an 8-ply yarn, and it is a DK weight slash 3 weight overseas. So apparently the yarn does go a long way. So Jay, I think we will make a vest on the channel in the theme of our vests that we're making so far. We will make a vest on the channel using the gorgeous gooseberry jam, and 6 months my place, 6 months your place. All right, Jay? Do you like that, hun? Let's talk quickly about their wool sample card. They have one of these, which they gave me, and I'm so sad they gave me that because next year I'll be purchasing, maybe less, maybe sooner, I'll be purchasing more of this yarn. If this comes out beautiful, which Jay says it definitely will, and I believe you, Jay. And the wonderful Jim as well at the store was telling me how beautiful the yarn is. And I put that next to my face, and I haven't broken out in a rash yet. So this is all good so far. They gave me their card. I was going to fold it over, but then I turned around and went, what? It has a measuring tape. I'm sorry. Let's try a ruler. It's not a measuring tape. It has a ruler there with the 10 centimeter or 4-inch gauge swatch size, or 12 centimeter or 5-inch gauge swatch size. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use that on the channel when we're creating the vest to measure the gauge swatch. So that's all staying together. Along with that, oh, I got one of these little gorgeous guys. How cute is he? Now, this company is called Bellevue Park from New South Wales. Now, for those of you who don't know this, Victoria is on the map in Australia. New South Wales is up the top there somewhere. Not up the top. Down there with me. It's with us. We're together. We're close. We're like sisters. Or brothers. Or sister and brother. Or whatever you want to call us. It doesn't matter. We're blood related. So she doesn't stop, does she? So this particular yarn right here, we're going to create something beautiful on the channel. 6 months my place, 6 months yours, Jay. All right, you get to wear it for 6 months. I don't know if we're the same size, but we can work it out. So thank you very much, Jay. I'm very well appreciative of the yarn, and I cannot wait to start using it. And I cannot wait to start a tutorial here on the channel using that beautiful yarn. And what can I say? That pretty much, guys, is it. I did purchase, just, you know, because that's what I do. I purchased some crochet hooks, some Knit Pros. You know, that's what I do when I'm out and when I'm away. And actually, even Adriana says to me, Mary, what do you keep buying hooks for? You don't need so many hooks. But I do. I do need them because I use them all the time. I put them in their own bags, and sometimes I give them away in packs as well. So there you go. And that's pretty much it, guys. What can I say? The Australian Sheep and Wool Show, I wished I'd had an extra day. I was really taken back by a lot of subscribers who recognized me at the show. And what made me laugh is when I heard things like, is it her? It's got to be her. She's wearing the jumper. That's the jumper we made on the channel. It's her. It must be her. Wait, she's got wow on her leg. It's her. So I did meet a lot of subscribers, and I'm quite taken back by it. And I thank you very much for still watching our channel, continuing to watch our channel, even 6 or 7 years after we first started. When I first started on the channel, I was extremely nervous. To be fair, I started the channel 6 months before I even started recording. I don't remember my daughter saying, Mum, I set you up. You're all good and ready to go. You've got your business going. You've got the channel. Go. And I'm saying, yeah, I'll start tomorrow. She says, no, just do it. Yeah, I'll start next week. No, Mum, just do it. Next month. Do it now. Oh, all right then. And then just took me 6 months to start. But once I started, and it's funny because I said to someone, I was really shy when I met them at the show, and they said, you shy. I don't think so. But at the time, I was not shy. I was just a little bit nervous to start. Once you get me going, I can't stop, as you can see. But I want to thank everyone for being super interested in the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Next year when I go, I don't think I'll be doing a stall next year either. But when I go next year, I'll be taking the whole weekend this time. I literally did go, obviously, to purchase items, as you do, right? But I also wanted to go and check out the catwalk, if you will. Check out the fashion, the trend, what's happening. There was a lot of felt on the catwalk, which I found really interesting. But there were some beautiful, beautiful items on the catwalk. And silly me didn't go to the 10 o'clock session of the catwalk and thought, that's okay. There's another one at 3. I'll go at the 3. Well, they were 2 different catwalks, didn't they? 2 different things. And I didn't know that. Had I had a second day, I would have gone to the 10 o'clock one and seen them both, right? But my friend was saying, you missed that 10 o'clock one because that was different. I went, oh, no. So I was a little bit annoyed with myself. So this time next year, when I go to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, 3 days. I'll be doing the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday next year. So thank you very much for joining us today for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. Now on Tuesday, just quickly before we go, on Tuesday we will be doing the live antics project that we've missed. Wednesday we'll have our live as normal. We can have a chat to everyone on the live about what's going to happen in a moment. And on, don't you love it? And on Thursday, we will be starting our vest finally, our other vest, not this one we're talking about today, our other vest that's been in the works lately. And on Friday, and I know this is what you've all been waiting for, and there's the date. Somewhere around here. It could even be across my face. I don't know. This Friday coming, there will be a surprise. And for those of you who are joining us new, surprise means giveaway / giveaway, happening on the channel with some of the items you saw today. Not all of them. I'll pick a few things. There won't be a lot, but there'll be a few things in a pack. I'll put them together on Friday. On Friday, you'll see what's there, including a packet of Tim Tams. As you know, I give a pack of Tim Tams away with all my surprises, and they will be a surprise this Friday coming. So this Friday, you need to keep your eyes peeled. There will be a question. It will be an easy question. It's always easy. And there will be a question in that video. And usually the answer's inside the video. You kind of have to really watch the video to find the answer. There will be a question. You as a subscriber will have the opportunity, and that's anyone from anywhere around the world, I will ship anywhere, has an opportunity to win that prize. Now, this is my way of giving back to everyone who have joined our channel and have watched us continually and have been a part of Wow Crochet Designs in any shape, way or form. It doesn't matter whether you create, whether you join our lives, whether you spend hours posting on all our videos, whether you don't post but you send me private messages because you're too shy to post. That's okay. And I get a lot of private messages, guys. I don't always respond. Occasionally, well actually all the time, I like to pop in a thumbs up just to remind you that I have seen the message and I just don't have the time, right? But I still want you to know that I have acknowledged your message. So I will occasionally give you the thumbs up to let you know I've acknowledged. So thank you very much for joining us here at Wow Crochet Designs. As you know, we always create gorgeous items using different kinds of wool. We use a lot of Bendigo Woolen Mills wool here, which is fantastic. But now we're going to be creating something using some gorgeous hand-dyed yarn and some of, obviously, Tarndie's yarn, as I always do use. But I do want to give a very special thank you to the lovely Jay for helping me choose this gorgeous yarn right here. I cannot wait to dig into that, Jay. Thank you so much. And a very special thank you to Adriana for putting up with me a day and a half while we were at the show. And an extra special thank you to you, the subscriber, who, what can I say, guys? You join us, you like, you subscribe, you share, you do all these wonderful things for me. I thank you very much. And once again, in return, I bring you some beautiful tutorials and you give me the love, and I love it. And when a few of the subscribers came up to me on the weekend and said that they were starstruck, I was starstruck by you, and I thank you very much for everything that you do. Also, don't forget to join us at 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoons, 10 a.m. Saturday mornings for our lives. That's Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. And we've got our surprise this Friday. Very exciting. And I will ship anywhere around the world. My name is Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs. And all I want to say right now is ciao for now. And I love my beautiful yarn. Oh, that actually can't wait to put my hair. I just pressed record, guys. I've been talking for 25 minutes with no record. Oh, that's hilarious. All right. I'm not going to be able to get a straight face now. 25 minutes recording time. I really need to sleep. No more show for me. All right, let's get started. All right, 3. Bring it down. Bring it down. I can't talk now. I can't talk now. And I'm puffed out. I just walked around. I walked around to see how the recording was going. It wasn't even recording. All right, let's breathe in. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. Jim was going to help me pick out some yarn, and I'll just show you his yarn. Colored shade cloth. Shade cloth. What is that? It's a shade